A 13-foot board is used as a ramp to unload furniture off a loading platform. If the distance between the top of the board and the ground is 7 feet less than the distance between the bottom of the board and the base of the platform, find both distances. All right, so here's our ground, here's our loading platform, and it says that we've got a 13-foot board. So this side, the board that you're using, is 13 feet. And let's call x the distance between the top of the board and the ground. And it says the distance between that is 7 feet less than, oh, hold on. You know what? It's going to be easier actually to call this bottom side x. Let's do that. And then the distance between the top and the ground is 7 feet less than that. So if our bottom side there is x and the right side is supposed to be 7 feet less than that, it would be x minus 7. So we've got a right triangle. We're going to set this up using our a squared plus b squared equals c squared idea. Here, the longest side, 13, has to go in place of c. For the variables, one of our short sides is x. Our other short side is x minus 7. And then our longest side there is 13. So squaring these, we would have x squared. And remember, like our last example, x minus 7 squared is x minus 7 times x minus 7. Squaring that, doing the Fuller method, we would have x squared minus 7x minus 7x plus 49. That's exactly like the steps we had in the previous example so far. And then 13 squared is 169. So to get everything equal to 0 for factoring purposes, we subtract 169 from both sides. Now on the left side, we've got a bunch of like terms. X squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Negative 7x minus 7x is minus 14x. 49 minus 169, we have minus 120. And then equals 0. All right, so solving this one by factoring. Remember, the first thing you always look for when factoring is a greatest common factor. And here, they're all divisible by 2. 2x squared divided by 2 is x squared. Minus 14x divided by 2 is minus 7x. Negative 120 divided by 2 is minus 60. Now we can factor that parentheses that we've got there. This is another one that may take you a little while to think about it. Thinking of the things you can multiply to get negative 60 that would add up to a negative 7, it ends up being a negative 12 and a positive 5. So here, setting these factors equal to 0, we have 2 equals 0, x minus 12 equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0. There's no variables in that first equation, so we can just ignore it. The next one, you would add 12 to both sides, and we get x equals 12. The last one, you subtract 5 from both sides, we get x equals negative 5. Okay. So remember now, x stands for a distance. And as we've talked about before, negative distances don't make sense. So I can completely ignore that x equals negative 5 answer. And my answer is going to be that x, then, our only one left, is 12. X is 12 feet. And then that x minus 7, when you subtract 7 from it, you would get that that last side of your triangle is 5 feet.